First thing is to set our workspace to match. So I'm going to show you how I set up my workspace in DAZ Studio for the most efficient way of working inside DAZ Studio. So when you first install DAZ, your workspace will look something like this, with panes docked on the left and right side and certain buttons here, and you've got these different rooms, posing and animating and lighting and cameras and all this. I like to work with a different workspace. It makes things a bit faster. So to do that, I'm going to come up here and go Window, Style, select Style. Right now it's on Main Street. I'm going to go to Dark Side and hit Accept. And then go back up to Window, Workspace, select Layout, and then I think it is City Limits, and click Accept. And we've got panes on the left and the right, but as you can see here, it's a lot easier to see everything. We have more buttons, and the screen is restricted here right now, and that's because the render dimensions are set to be a certain size. So I'll just go to Window, or rather Render Settings, and then under Dimensions here it says Preset Custom. I'm going to click Active Viewport, and then that'll let me see my whole viewport clearly. And if you click over here, you can slide these drawers out and customize your tabs. So we have Scene, Smart Content, Render Library. If you right click on a pane, you can close it. You can drag new panes in by going to Window, Panes or Tabs, and selecting what you want. So if you're going to be rendering a lot, you can take the Render Settings tab down here and slide it over. You can also group things the way you want to. So let's say you want your Content Library on top, your Smart Content underneath that, your Scene tab underneath that, and you want to be able to control everything on your scene over here. So this is how I like to set up my workspace. The things that I'm grabbing, my content files, the things that I'm selecting, my scene, I like to have in one tab. You can also drag tabs over and dock them across like this. So if I had a figure in this scene or props in the scene, all the bones in the figure and all the props and all the lights would show down here. It's sort of an easy way to view everything in your scene and an easy way to select everything in your scene. So let me quickly show you what kind of tabs we have here and where to get those tabs. You have got them if you go to Window, Panes and Tabs. You have your Align, Animating tabs, Convert, Cameras, Content Library, Deform tabs for your magnets, Dynamic Clothing, Figure Setup, Help tab, Lights, Parameters, Posing, Power Pose, Hierarchy, Puppeteer, your Render Album and Library, Render Settings. You've got your Scene and your Scene Info, Shader tabs, your Shaping tab, Smart Content, Surfaces, and all the tabs you'll see if you have it up and active. Right now I have the Parameters tab open, so that's highlighted right here. I have the Scene tab open over here, so that's highlighted in yellow. And then we have tool settings for your specific tools and a view tab. So those are all of your tabs, and that's how to change your viewport. You can do different viewports side by side, top to bottom, or a single view. You can, if you want to change your style to something else, you can select it here. If you want to change your workspace, style is different than workspace. Style is like the whole theme of how DAZ Studio is going to look, and then workspace is how that theme is going to be laid out.